really don't understand people. They understand other wolves. So if we wanted a wolf to understand us, we would have to talk in wolf language, not in human language. So it would be up to us to learn how to talk to a wolf. Because, as I said, wolves don't understand us. They understand other wolves. The only reason they were able to understand Julie, or Max, is because she learned how to speak wolf. They were understanding wolf, even though it was coming from a human. So wolves really, they don't understand humans, and actually they're really afraid of us. That's why it's really hard to spot a wolf in the wild. They'll always stay away from humans. They'll not want to get close. All right, thank you for that question.
Why did they make the book Julie and the Wolves?
Well, I don't know why the author, do you mean why did she name it that?
I think she's wondering why she wanted to write a book about wolves.
Oh, well, I read a little bit about the author, and she had taken a trip to Alaska. And I believe in what I read about the author, she was saying that during that trip, she just had a vision to write this book. She probably saw some wolves and experienced wolves out of the wild, which is a truly amazing thing. And from that, she was simply inspired to write this story about this young girl and the wolves. So through taking a trip to Alaska and seeing wildlife firsthand, it inspired her. And sometimes authors who are really creative, they get inspiration from all different things. And sometimes serious fear and serious threat. That wolf you can see has its muzzle curled up, its lips curled up, its hair is standing on end. Of course, the ears are flat back against its head. This tells us something about how the wolf is feeling. So Julie was able to learn their sounds. She also learned all of these different facial expressions. This is an example of that letter I that we just saw. You can see the ears are back and the lip is curled up to be showing his teeth. Wolves also show us the same body language as dogs. So here we see some canine body language, just like you'd see at home if you have a poodle or a Labrador or a golden retriever, whatever you have at home, they show the same kind of body language, whether they rolled over on their back to play, or that middle dog you see there in a play foul. This is the friendliest dog. This is a dog that wants to play with you. This is what it would look like if it was a dog. Now wolves do the same exact thing. Wolves play bow just like we see this body in some of these same positions. So that's how she was able to communicate so successfully with those wolves. All right, we have our next question. What we do, you missed my intro, but we do 3 and 3. So I'll take 3 from your school, go to the other school, and we'll go back and forth this way until our time is up. So let me get ready so that you can see the book. There we go. Old Cricket woke up feeling cranky and crotchety and cantankerous. So when his missus asked him to ready their roof for winter, he came up with a clever plan. You don't get to be an old cricket by being a dumb bug. Consarn it, he cried. I woke with a creak in my knee, dear wife. I can't be climbing rooftops today. Well, hobble yourself over to see Doc Hopper, she ordered, and bundled up a bit of breakfast for him to eat along the way. Old Cricket took his bundle and left the house with a creak, 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 in case his missus was watching. He hadn't gone far when he came upon his cousin Katydid, who was picking berries off a bush for winter. Good to see you, cousin, said Katydid. And, as luck would have it, Old Cricket ran himself out right in front of Doc Hopper's doorway. Doc Hopper fixed each creak, each crick, each crack, and each hick. Then he sent Old Cricket on home where his missus was waiting with a crook in her finger as she pointed her clever husband to their sagging rooftop. Because you don't get to be an old cricket by being a dumb bug. Good question. Why does Cricket lie to all of his friends? Well, Old Cricket of course, since he woke up feeling not in a very good mood, he was kind of cranky and not feeling like himself, he was trying to get out of work. And rather than just telling the truth to his wife and saying, I'm too tired and I don't feel like fixing the roof, he started lying. And once you make up a lie, sometimes you have to continue lying to keep it going, and that's exactly what he did. He was feeling very, very lazy, and he told one lie after the next. And in the end, it wasn't such a good idea because he got himself in lots of trouble. All right, we're going to go back. A lot of people think she has a funny name, but she's a very good illustrator. When I wrote the book and when she started illustrating, I had never met her. I didn't know anything about her. And then I did get to meet her one year. I went to her home and I got to sleep at her house. And that was when she was working on Castaway Cats. And I actually got to pass out Halloween candy at her home. So that's how I met her. Okay.
Some of the other books you've written.
Hi, Kaylin. How are you? Look over here. This way.
Look toward me, Kaylin.
Anyway, that way. There you go. Now I can see your pretty face. I've written lots of books. Some of the other titles are Porcupining, Hokey Pokey, Sailor Moon, Sea Dogs, Wool Gathering, 16 Cows, Bubblegum, Fish and Chip, Spinster Goose, Dino Hockey, Dino Soccer, Dino Baseball, Dino Basketball, what else? Mammoth on the Move, Ugly Pie,